Hello everyone, myself Hitesh Shahare, working as an assistant professor at SNJB's Shriman Sridhar Jain College of Pharmacy, Chandwad. I welcome you all. In this session, we are going to discuss about quinolones. By the sessions, learner will be able to know about the quinolone and their development, quinolone chemistry and their SAR, how this quinolone act, so that is the mode of action, and some of their marketed preparations. So let us start with this introduction part of quinolone. These quinolones are synthetic antibacterials. These are having broad spectrum of activity. They produce bactericidal action. The discovery of this quinolone were begin with the one parent molecule, that is nalidixic acid, that was done in 1962 by the scientist George Lecher. Regarding the development of quinolone, these quinolone were developed in certain generations. The generations are first, second generation, third generation, and fourth generation. So this generation based on their development and discovery. So first generation drugs, example, here you can see the synoxacin and all. Second generation, here example. Third generation example, fourth generation example. So first generation of quinolone are with activity against gram positive but not the pseudomonas. Next to this, in second generation there is a addition of fluorine on quinolone ring, and because of that this quinolone drug were named as fluoroquinolone, which are having the activity against gram negative as well the pseudomonas, which is not with the first generation quinolone. Third generation quinolones, these are similar to that of second generation but are with extended gram positive coverage and expanded activity. Similar to this, fourth generation quinolone were developed. These are having similar action to that of third generation and they cover broad anaerobic pathogens. So likewise in series and generation, these are developed with the enhanced activity. SAR, so this is a quinolone ring general structure. This is first position, second, third, fourth position, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So the first point over here, if you see the 1,4 dihydro, so this is a 1 position, this is a 4 position, and it is a dihydro 4 oxo. So this 4 position contain carbon group, that is here oxo. 3 carboxylic acid, you can see COH at the third position of this ring. So this ring is, if you see here, it become pyridine. Okay, but if it is now here oxo group, so it become pyridone. If you see the single ring, so the name of this ring is 1,4 dihydro 4 oxo 3 pyridine carboxylic acid, and this moiety is very essential for the activity. Pyridone system, as I said, this is a pyridone system. This must be annulated with a aromatic ring. This must be fused with the aromatic ring here. So these are the two basic things which are essential for quinolone moiety. Coming to the first position, if you see here, nitrogen over here of the quinolone ring system. So over here there is a alkyl substitution, and that should be with lower alkyl group. that is only essential for enhancing the activity. If we say lower alkyl group, that means that should contain methyl, that should contain ethyl, cyclopropyl compound, and that are with greater potency. So take a look on the example of this. So this hydrogen is replaced here with the lower alkyl group. So here one example, typic name for this. This is a naldexic acid. Okay, just we have seen here this nitrogen, now hydrogen is replaced with the ethyl group. As I said, ethyl group, lower alkyl group. Second example, this is typic name for this. The name of drug is norfloxacin. So this drug also contain here the ethyl group. Rest of is same. Third example, if you see, it contain the cyclopropyl system. As I said in this point, cyclopropyl system is there at the first position. The example, the most famous example is ciprofloxacin. Now coming to the other point, isosteric replacement of nitrogen. We can replace this carbon which are present in this quinolone system with the nitrogen. That means a isosteric replacement of nitrogen over carbon. So if we see about this carbon 2, if we replace carbon 2 by the nitrogen, that gives us phenolene. If we replace this carbon which is present at the 5 position by the nitrogen, that gives us 1,5-naphthyridine. Similarly with this carbon 6, that gives us 1,6-naphthyridine. 8th position, if we replace carbon with the nitrogen, that gives us 1,8-naphthyridine. The 1,8-naphthyridine ring system is present in the parent molecule naldexic acid. And that all changes retain the activity. There is no loss of activity. Now next point, the introduction of substituent at position 2. Here if we talk about carbon 2 position, that is R2, we are talking here about R2. So if we substitute here, that reduces or totally there is a loss of activity. So this R2 is not essential part of the ring system. Substitution on position 5, 6, 7 as well with the 8. So we are talking about 5 position, 6 position, 7 and about the 8. That position gives us the drug molecule with the good effect, but some substitutions are fixed and that should be with their respective position. So take a look on that. At position 5, if we talk about this position 5 means R5, this should be amino group NH2. If we talk about this position 6, that should be fluorine atom. Next to this, at position 7, that means R7, and that should be a piperazine moiety. These all substitution if present in a basic moiety of quinolone, that gives a drug molecule with maximum activity. So coming to the next point, fluorine atom. If you talk about the R7, that present at the 6th position, R6, okay, we are talking about the R6 at the 6th position here, that is responsible for increasing the activities. So whenever the drug molecule which belongs to this quinolone, and that all quinolone, if they contain fluorine atom at 6th position, these all compounds, all quinolones are known as fluoroquinolones. So take a look on these all compound examples. Ciprofloxacin, as we have seen previously, they contain fluorine atom at the 6th position. Next example, lomefloxacin. So the lomefloxacin also contain here fluorine at the 6th position. Next molecule, sparfloxacin. This also contain, you can see here, the fluorine atom. Now this lomefloxacin and sparfloxacin are similar in structure with the two more changes. If we know the structure of lomefloxacin, it will be easy to get the structure for sparfloxacin. If we say this, what the changes are there? So first of all, you're supposed to get the structure of lomefloxacin, and then you can convert that lomefloxacin into the sparfloxacin. So take a look on this. This is what the change. Here this nitrogen contains the ethyl, here the cyclopropyl system. One more, here it contains the methyl on piperazine, here is the methyl there. Okay, this methyl is there in common both of these, but with this again there is a extra methyl group we can see here, which is not present in this. Okay, so likewise you can change the molecule. Next point is here, the ring condensation at 1,8 at the carbon 1 with the carbon 8, at the carbon 5 with the carbon 6, the carbon 6 with the carbon 7, and the carbon 7 with the carbon 8. If we go for ring condensation, that all condensed molecule give the active compounds. Let us see the example with this. Here the one ofloxacin. This is the one example for 1,8 ring condensation. You can see ring condensation means there is one more ring. Here you can see this one more ring is condensed. At which position? This is 1 position and this is the 8 position. So this is what a ring condensation at 1 position and 8 position, that is ring form, and that gives active compound. This is what the example ofloxacin. You can see this ring condensed, a blue color. Okay, so likewise you are getting the number of molecules by ring condensation at 5, 6. 5, 6 means if you talk about this, here we can substitute one more ring here, 5, 6. We can go for 6, 7 here, ring condensation as well with this 7, 8 and 1, 8. That the one example you can see on the screen. New example for the 4th generation quinolones, the gettifloxacin. This gettifloxacin, you can see it contains the methoxy group, which I have shown over here by this yellow colored circle. Okay, this is what similar to that of ciprofloxacin, but it contains the two more additions here. What the additions are here? You can see the methyl group on piperazine and another as methoxy group at this position. Rest of is similar to that of your ciprofloxacin. One more analog here, clinofloxacin. Clinofloxacin, here it contains the chlorine at the 8th position, so that's why it is known as clino. As with this, it doesn't contain piperazine ring. Here the ring is replaced with the amino group again containing moiety. So these are the example of 4th generation quinolones, the newer molecules. So here we finish with the SAR of quinolones. What we can see here, fluoroquinolones, that all parts are having certain role in this. So if we talk about the summary, R1 that control the potency as well pharmacokinetic properties. This is related with the binding properties, but it's not essential. This part is most essential for binding with the enzyme which is present in the bacteria. This control the potency, again the gram positive, this R5. This is what again regarding the enzyme binding fluorine atom enhance the activity. So likewise these all are having, this is what with the R7 we have seen most of the example contain piperazine. They contain the spectrum of activity and related with the pharmacokinetic means ADME properties. So likewise all takes place role. Now mode of action. How these fluoroquinolones act. So in gram negative bacteria we will talk first of all how these act again gram negative bacteria, gram positive. So in gram negative bacteria these fluoroquinolones bind to this enzyme DNA gyrase. Once they bind, they block the action of DNA gyrase in bacteria, and this binding of fluoroquinolone responsible for blocking of the enzyme action, and that result in stop of DNA replication in bacteria. Similarly with this, these fluoroquinolones in gram-positive bacteria bind with topoisomerase 4 enzyme, and that binding result in blocking the action of enzyme topoisomerase 4. This blocking result in inhibition of DNA separation, and these all effect result in bactericidal action of fluoroquinolone, that may be either in gram positive or that may be either in gram negative bacteria. Therapeutic uses, for what purposes we can use these fluoroquinolones? So that can be used for genitourinary infection mainly, prostatitis, bacterial diarrheas and sexually transmitted infections. So mainly these are used for urinary tract infections, UTIs. So in case of UTI, you can see here UTI caused by E. coli. Okay, in case of complicated UTI, the drug preferred here norfloxacin, ciprofloxacin, levofloxacin. In prostatitis, these are again excellent drugs. Levofloxacin is the first line agent. Ciprofloxacin is also used. Norfloxacin, ofloxacin. In bacterial diarrheas, ofloxacin is the preferable drug. Again, the various bacteria. In sexual transmitted infection, again the gettifloxacin, sparfloxacin. These are very effective drug, and very effective again the gonorrheal type of bacteria and various kind of bacteria. So these are the preferable uses of individual drug. You can see norfloxacin, if you see the UTI, bacterial diarrhea, ciprofloxacin, UTI, typhoid, bacterial diarrhea, gonorrhea. Ofloxacin can be used in tuberculosis, leprosy, pneumonia, chlamydial infections. Levofloxacin also used in pneumonia, bronchitis, UTI, skin and soft tissue infection. Gettifloxacin used in pneumonia, bronchitis, UTI, gonococcal infection. Moxifloxacin that can be also used in pneumonia, bronchitis, sinuses, otitis media. So these are the example and their uses. If you see side effect of this quinolone, they cause phototoxicity, hypoglycemic effect and rhabdomyolysis. This rhabdomyolysis means breakdown of some of muscle tissues. Now marketed preparation. So you can see on the screen, these are some of examples of the marketed preparation of ciprofloxacin. You can see the tablet available. Here the ofloxacin combined with the ornidazole by the Macleods. Quispar, this is one preparation of tablet containing this sparfloxacin 100 mg. This is what gettifloxacin available as for ophthalmic purpose. So these are and various kind of preparations are available for these fluoroquinolones. So here we have discussed about the fluoroquinolones, their development. These are developed in generation, first, second, third, fourth generation. As per generation, there is enhancement of activity. Then we have discussed the chemistry, their SAR, the mode of action, how these fluoroquinolones act against the bacteria, and their uses, for what purposes we can use these all, as well their side effect. Now with this I want to tell you about how to draw the structure for this fluoroquinolone and how to remember. So take a look on this next video. Here I will tell you how to draw the structure for fluoroquinolone from their names. So first of all, the parent structure as quinolones Phenolene we are having, but we need to go for phenol and the connected function. Always be structure from the sequence. Okay, so first pairing one is from this nalidixic acid. This contains here C2H5. Rest part is same. Here is hydrogen. Here is again hydrogen. R1 is presence of methyl. Now from this we have developed. We can develop the number of molecules. Okay. So coming to the next, not from this. It contains not. It means it doesn't contain this methyl group. Instead of that, it contains heterocyclic system, that is pregnancy. Okay, with this here it contains the fluid, which is known as fluoroquinolones. So this is structure for non-fluorescing. Whenever we are getting the series of compounds, similar type of, okay, at that time we need to follow the sequence. It will be easy to get another structure from the previous one. So now from non-fluorescing, how we are getting cyclofluorescing? Just you see here. C for presence of cyclic system proves what? Carbon 3 carbons. So these 3 carbons in the cyclic system at the first position, it becomes cyclopropene. Rest part is same. There is no any change. Now coming to this next, gatti-fluorescing, non-cyclopropene. So here gatti means similar to this. Okay. So here the carbon has F is carbon here only in all cases. OCS3 at the one position here again CH3. So it become gatti-fluorescing. Now from gatti-fluorescing we are getting spark-fluorescing. Spark what indicates spark. Okay, spark means too much. So here fluorine is there. Similar to this fluorine, sparking is there. Likewise we have remember. Just we have put here one amino group. And what this containing methyl again we have given spark. Likewise you have remember. Next carbon here methyl. So it become spark fluorescing. Now for spark fluorescing we are supposed to get Lome fluorescing. So indicated here presence of lower alkyl groups. Lower alkyl groups. So again remove this cyclic system, come back to the non-fluorescing what we get is C2H5. With this it doesn't contain this one methyl group. It doesn't contain here and rest part is same. So this is a Lome fluorescing. One last example, O-fluorescing, which is an example of fused ring system. Here 8 position and 1 position is fused, containing the methyl group. Instead of this methyl, we have replaced this hydrogen with the methyl, and we are getting this O-fluorescing. Likewise, we can remember the all structure for fluoroquinolone. Thank you. So hope you understood about this and enjoyed the session. Thank you.